This is Hino's Sport bringing you that heat and that fire. Whew. Rare form is back, dog. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I apply what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts its pipes. Can y'all tell me what this is? That's Anthony Joshua, dog. Let me do it again for the number 3 of confirmation, dog. That's his high-pitched squeak of being a freaking mouse when Deontay Wilder is having a fight. Where is that? Keep that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. Keep that same energy when Deontay Wilder is in between fights. Where is that? See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. Don't let Rudy pour in plum brains. Classic dotes and troglodytes. Ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. In this case, AJ fanboy slurperers try to tell you otherwise. Just because they go into a temple and pray to their false deity, a la AJ the celestial being, doesn't mean that we are too brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads and not using what we call the true boxing eye test to be able to see the difference. Anthony Joshua got humiliated by the worst boxing disappointment and disgrace in the Mexican community fan base. You want to know who that is? Andy Ruiz Jr., the guy that told you, I overate and I overpartied. That's about the worst cockamamie excuse. Matter of fact, that's about the worst cockamamie admission from any fighter. This is the guy he lost to. Anthony Joshua in the second fight, there were moments where he was getting punched. You could see him shelling up because he was remembering the punch drunkenness of getting punched behind here. When you get punched behind here, it can do some things to you. Andy Ruiz was touching him here in the temporal, touching him here right there. That's why he dropped his ass 4 times. What Anthony Joshua showed you in the second fight is he lacks punch resistance and he lacks stamina. Let me say it again. Oof. What I said was so deep and profound. Let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me? And hear me? Wow. I'm in my bag today, dog. Andy Ruiz Jr. showed you guys that Anthony Joshua lacks punch resistance and he lacks stamina. These are 2 prerequisites that you need in leagues in droves to fight a Deontay Wilder. Bronze Bomber variation. Bomb squad. You want to step into the ring with Deontay Wilder, you better have some punch resistance. You better have some stamina. Because Deontay Wilder's coming with these things at you in infinity fold. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Now all of a sudden, all these UK platforms, UK channels, UK classic dotes and troglodytes have resurfaced out of the woodworks. Where the hell were they a few months ago when Anthony Joshua was embarrassed and exposed by Andy Ruiz Jr.? Let me say that again. Where were they a few months ago when Anthony Joshua was exposed and embarrassed by Andy Ruiz Jr.? They were disappearing and hiding in the holes like high-pitched squeaking mouse like Anthony Joshua. They even turned on him. They said, man, that's a disgrace to lose to that Pillsbury Doughboy. And now all of a sudden, he's the boxing god. I told you, man, that Boxer O'Hare revealed that over there in the UK, they praise Anthony Joshua as a false deity. They even have a temple. I'm not lying, man. I'm not making this up. I overheard through some serious rumors that they have a Anthony Joshua temple where the AJ fanboy slurpers go over there and pray to him in his AJ celestial being variation. This is ridiculous. This is why you see the Mexican community fan base and the black adopted community fan base are ashamed of Andy Ruiz Jr. because we knew this stuff was going to happen again. Once Anthony Joshua got the belts back, and the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again because I knew it was going to happen that way. Because again, he knows the sport is Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game. Though I have my thumb and needle on all the damn situations. I saw this happening. He was going to hold the belt hostage and duck Deontay Wilder for the rest of his boxing living lifehood. This is what's happening here, man. This man is on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire And Anthony Joshua is on his third lifeline. And you think he's going to give it that shit up? No, he's not. This nonsense about him ducking a deal, Deontay Wilder, that is, from Anthony Joshua? Come on. Lou DiBella, nobody's discrediting him as a promoter. We know that Lou DiBella supports his fighters and he wants his fighters to get the bag. That's not what the fundamental issue was. See, only classic Dota and troglodytes, Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brains, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric don't get what He Knows the Sport is saying, because remember, He Knows the Sport is operating in three-dimensional thinking fashion. See, these folks, they're not even deep thinkers. They're not even real G's, super real G's, and ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets to understand the variation and in the vernacular and in the intellectual form that I operate in. They will never get me, and they will never get it. There's only one He Knows the Sport, bringing you that what? That heat and that fire, and keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. And keeping the foot on the what? On the necks. There's only one variation of that. And when I tell you guys that Deontay Wilder, look at the man's body language. Fuck boxing. Look at these guys' body language. Look at their vernacular. Look at their stature. Look at what these guys are made up of. And what you see from Deontay Wilder is a speak it, believe it, and receive it individual. A man with confidence, purpose, and an abundance mindset. A guy that knows that he has a sledgehammer in both hands, that all he needs is 1 or 2 seconds, he's going to get you out of there. And look at Anthony Joshua. A chinny chin guy, got dropped in the Klitschko fight, lacked punch resistance and stamina in even the Povetkin fight and the Joseph Parker fight, got exposed in the Dillian White fight, and damn sure got super exposed against Andy Ruiz Jr. And this is the guy that Deontay Wilder's ducking? Come on. I told you guys about pandering narratives. They have a ceiling cap. Once they go up, they must come tumbling down. Let me say it again. Once they go up, they must come tumbling down. Anyone that's sitting here talking about Anthony Joshua in high praise, you seriously need to get your head checked. Stop being brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. Everyone with a sense of boxing brain knows that Anthony Joshua can't even stomach thinking about the Deontay Wilder fight. He knows that Deontay Wilder is living rent and space free in his head, soaking up all the damn AC. And when they fight, like Tyson Fury said, because isn't Tyson Fury also from the UK? He even said that. And he said it with no conviction. When Deontay Wilder fights Anthony Joshua, he will stop him in a second round KO stoppage. Even Tyson Fury was honest enough to say that. So if that's the case, what are we talking about? Classic Dota and troglodytes, Rudy Poo and Plum Plum brains, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. When you see a pandering narrative, you need to expose it as such. Everyone knows that has a sense, even a grain of a mustard seed of boxing brain, that when Deontay Wilder steps into the ring with Anthony Joshua, nighty night, the high-pitched squeaking freaking mouse in Anthony Joshua. It's really that simple, folks. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.